Hello everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alendris and today we will test the new sign-in hero for the month of January. It will be Queen of Wraith. I really like her looking, first of all. She's like a dark Harley Quinn, so it's a little bit funny. About her statistic, what we can tell, she's a backline intellect hero who can control Wraith to damage enemy. So she's looking like a support, but we will see her statistics. So maximum HP, we tell that she has something like 57 HP. It's pretty good for intelligence backliner. Armor 685, magical resistance 600, magical critic 381, and magical power 9500. So magical power not so high, but if it's a support, we don't care at all. Last point, training field boost. Interesting because we have magical power, we have armor, and we have also HP. So let's check her skills, but it looks like interesting. Let's begin by the ultimate skill, Wraith Blast. Oula! Kelly summons a horde of Wraith, tap on the hero icon again to locate the horde, so it means that in PvE we will be able to control this skill. In PvP I don't believe it. Enemies damaged by the Wraith are prevented from regenerating or healing and will receive a lethal strike when the HP below a certain percentage. This skill does not have an effect on boss heroes. So last part is logical. I am really interested about which percentage it will kill directly enemies and also at how many time will stay the cures will prevent all heal and regeneration. Second skill, the green one, weaken. Kelly weakens an enemy by reducing his physical attack damage for a certain amount of times, reduced by 3780. It's interesting on the paper, but another time we have to see the system of targeting, because if it can, for example, target intelligence hero, it's not the same that it's only a focus on a physical damage dealer. Third skill, the blue one, Wraith Field. Kelly creates a Wraith field where enemies' magic resistance decreases. Reduce target's magic resistance by 324. It's pretty strong, so it depends on the size of the field, but it can be really interesting. And last skill, the purple one, Brain Sap. Kelly steals an enemy's HP and transfer it to her own, so it will also increase her survivability. So skills look like really nice. It's now time to see her position on the battlefield.
You shall not pass!
On the battlefield, she is a backliner, so we will compare with other backliner. She has a pretty interesting statistic of survivability, so I hope she's behind most of heroes. But it's not like that for the moment. Oh la la. She's in front all. She's absolutely in front of all. Okay, so definitively she's the most front backliner that we have actually in all our rosters of heroes. Let's see now her skill in detail in 1 versus 1 fight.
Round 1, fight!
So in detail, her skills. Green one, okay, she's reducing the attack damage, and we see the sort of aura. She's still alive. Reducing. For the moment, I didn't see the third skill. I'm interesting. Perhaps she get interrupt. That's why. We'll see the ultimate now. So, okay, it's going the most far target. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like 3-4 seconds of curse. Oh, she will be difficult to kill. Really interesting to discover. It's this. It's a blue skill, so it's a pretty long skill animation. That's why we didn't see it before. She can be interrupted. And about her damage. Okay, it's not that great, but it's normal. I'm really convinced that it's a support for the moment. So we will see in a team fight how it's going on. I'm not sure that this damage test will learn us a lot of things, but at least we will understand better how are working her skills. We can see that the third skills to decrease the magical resistance is touching 2 lanes, so it's pretty interesting. It means if she's focusing frontliner, she will touch also the second line, but it's pretty quickly. It's 2-3 seconds of debuff. And we'll see the ultimate now. Okay. Oh, so ultimate skill is in area damage, and you can see the ghost animation on every arrows. It means that it prevents all the regeneration and heal during this short period of time. Something like 3-4 seconds. I didn't count exactly. So it will be finished. We'll see the statistic, but like I told, I'm convinced that this hero is not a damage dealer, even if her ultimate is able to deal some interesting damages. So yes, 130,000 damage. It's not that much, but it's not really important. And we'll see now in real fight what we can do with this hero. For this first fight, I'm fighting against a standard turtle fighter. I didn't put Evil Rabbit in front of me for facilitation, but I have a Rose Fencer in front of woman, so it's not so good also for me. But we can see that I choose a magical setup to pairs with Queen of Wraith because she's decreasing magical resistance of my enemy, and she's also decreasing physical attack of my enemies. So it's a really nice possibilities. Ancient Protector is here to cancel the first roll of enemy turtle fighter, like you could see. And now I'm checking what's happened during this fight. Nearly 4,000 of physical attack less. It's really much. And we can see the result. I'm winning. And if we are checking statistics of the fight, our two magical damage dealer did great things. Queen of Wraith didn't deal some damage, but it's normal. If she doesn't ultimate, she has no skills for dealing damage. Second skill, third skill don't deal any damages. Fourth skills is dealing little bit, but it's just elf steel, so it's not so much. And if you remove the ultimate, you don't have any damage. But it doesn't mean that she's useless far away. So let's see now another example without Turtle Fighter. This example is pretty interesting. I was doing some tests, like you can see I have full intelligence and full physical damage. I would try, and finally you will see what's happened. Unfortunately, my Thunder Beast didn't ultimate. I will attract your attention for the end of the fight. Okay, so I have a Queen of Wraith, again 3 arrows. So, Dwarf Warrior was nearly dead. She's surviving because she's still a lot of life. And now, everyone is thinking she will get raped easily. But look, the debuff of physical damage. Now the card deals only 5000 damage on her when she puts the debuff on Tarot Prophet. And she's able to hold the Tarot Prophet. Look! 11,000 in critical strike! 11,000 in critical strike! It's crazy strong. It's really crazy strong. For sure she will not kill him. Don't jump. But if we are checking the statistic of the fight, I lost. No, even I won. I won because I dealt more damage than my enemy. But if you are thinking about this fight, she dealt 160,000 damage. This time she dealt some damage because she get her ultimate 2 times, even 3 if I'm not mistaken. But the main target of this hero is to support the team. For sure, my team is little strange with a psychopath as tank. I'm sure that we can find something better. It was just a test. But in the reflection, in my opinion, you must put her with magical damage dealer, and in front of her you can put one strong tank. Let's now discover another fight. After some several tries, I succeeded to find one team to show you the second part of the ultimate skill of Queen of Wraith. If you remember well, when she deals her ultimate for enemy who has less than a certain amount of HP, she is killing enemies directly. So I'm attract your attention about her ultimate. The fight was really bad for me. You can see that you have Sorceress and Death Knight with more or less 40% of HP. So they are not weak. And ultimate is coming, and poof! It's just really strong. And now in 1 versus 1 against Soul Hunter, she absolutely can't lose. She will not kill him, but she will not die. And he's not far from dying. So, it's difficult to use this skill 100% of the time. She has one little minus that I will explain after in the detail of strength and weaknesses of the hero, but most of the time she's really useful. And if we are checking statistics of the fight, for sure when she is able to ultimate, her damages are not bad. It's now time to see her strength and weaknesses. 3 important points that I'm considering as strength for this hero. First point, she is a support-oriented character. If you are looking at her skill, second, third and fourth skills are not dealing or dealing really low damages. If she is not doing her ultimate, actually she can do something like 10-15,000 damage in one fight. It's not a problem. But she's still strong. Second skill, you saw the effect on Tarot Prophet. Tarot Prophet is usually throwing cards who are dealing 30,000 damage as critical hit. with her debuff, he is dealing little bit more than 10,000 damage, so it's 33% of his damage. It's just crazy. Wraith field, 324 of magical resistance. It's a really huge. If you remember the skills of the passive skills of Frost Mage, I want to show you. But if I remember good, it's around 80 or something like that. 89. And it's already interesting. Okay, it's not from a long time, but it's a really strong debuff. So, this character, first point, she's a nice support. Second point, she has a strong survivability. She's crazy strong at survivability. It's a backliner intelligence hero, probably the most strong backliner actually in the game. I'm speaking about survivability and not about globality of the character. In intelligence character, for sure, if you compare with Tarot Prophet, it's not the same. But as intelligence hero, she's actually unique. And last point, she's able to instant kill one hero who has, I think, less than 33% of his HP. You saw it with Sorceress and Death Knight during the fight 4, and it's really interesting character actually. Now about her weaknesses. Only 2 points that I'm considering as weaknesses for her. First point, it's her damages. Like I told, it's not really important, so it's not a strong weaknesses, but when she's supporting the fight, you must choose clearly the hero that you will put with her, because she will not deal any damages. So it's a choice, a strong choice that you are doing when you are building your setup, and it's important to know about it. Second point, and it's a real weakness actually, it's the generation of energy is really slow. When she is able to ultimate one time in the fight, it's already good, and to have 2 ultimates for her, she needs at least to kill 1 or 2 heroes in the other side of the battlefield. So most of the time, for example, if you have a Sorceress in front of her, she will receive the ultimate of Sorceress before that she will do her ultimate, so she will lose energy and she will be not even able to ultimate one time during the fight. So let's discover now my final advice about this hero. Queen of Wraith will be 1, 2 or 3 stars in according to your VIP during January, so no need to rush her. In February she will be probably in one easy shop, so at this moment, if you want to invest on her, you can do it. She's not bad, she's balanced actually in this state. I can tell that I will ask from the development group to increase her generation of energy, because in my opinion it's pretty low, but if they correct this little detail, she will be really strong, because she will fit totally in some magical team that we forget long time ago, but it was existing in the past, and she can bring something new in one team, controlling the physical damage dealer, adding some magical damage from your team, and at the end killing some enemy who are less than 33% of HP. So it was my final advice. Let's now conclude this video. Thank you everybody for watching this review of the January sign-in hero. Tomorrow it will be the beginning of the Christmas event, and I will probably do a little video to explain all the things about this event, because I read already a lot of things who can be really interesting. If you want to follow me, you can do it in the social network Facebook or Twitter. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want to support my work, you can click on the last link on your video, or you can like my video and share it. It's also helping me a lot. Thank you guys, bye bye.